Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Drinking a pretty special beer today, or really strong beer, I should say. This is 50/50 Brewing B.A.R.T. Barrel aged, really tasty. Come on, focus, motherfucker. There you go. Blend of Imperial Stout and barley-wine ale, the original out of Truckee, California, and is aged in oak barrels. And originally, it says characters of caramel, chocolate, brown sugar, 10% ABV. It says character, so it doesn't mean that these flavors are added. It's just these are the flavors they think you're gonna get. There we go. And it's funny. I remember when I ordered this, I was like, this beer sounds familiar, and then I just looked it up on Untapped, and I had this beer in March 2019. I'm not gonna tell you what I thought because that'll be kind of a spoiler. So let's see if it's changed at all in the last year and a half. All right, so if you can see, it probably looks black. It's more of like a really dark brown, like a chocolatey brown. And it did have that foam went up to the rim when I poured it. It's sticking around. It's pretty good for a 10% ABV beer. Wow. There's a lot. There's a lot going on in the nose here. Black licorice, cherry. Yeah, I mean they say caramel, chocolate, brown sugar. Yeah. But to me, it smells like a little bit more fruity than it does confectionery. Like it doesn't smell like. I mean, since these flavors aren't added. Like I'm assuming this is just the basic four ingredients, maybe with like a little bit of adjuncts or something. But I don't think they use vanilla beans or anything like that. So. Yeah, I mean. And it does say oak character, not bourbon barrel aged, so it could just be, it could be unused barrels. Yeah, so I mean, there's definitely a woody kind of vanilla aroma to it. But again, I'm getting kind of like a general fruitiness. To me, it doesn't really smell all that chocolatey, to be honest. I think this actually, they say it's a blend of Imperial Stout and barley wine. To me, this is smelling more barley wine than stout. So I mean, like I get like a tiny little. I get some roastiness like way in the background, like kind of like a just that roasty aroma. But it's hard to pick out any individual hops. I mean, there's definitely a pine essence to it. By the way, if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, it's because they're putting finally after 2.5 years, they're putting a screen, like a screen enclosure on my entire porch. So I'll be able to sit out on the porch and not have to worry about mosquitoes. Well, that's the theory. Anyway, let's dig in here. Cheers. Yeah, there is a lot going on here. Kind of like what I said with the aroma. It seems like it's more barley wine than stout. To me, it seems like 75% barley wine, 25% stout. Just lots and lots of maltiness here, which is nice. I haven't really had like a beer like this in a long time. You can even really get barley wines in Florida, except maybe like, if you go to Total Wine, maybe you can get some J.W. Lee's, maybe. But other than that, like it seems like nobody does barley wines anymore, and I kind of miss that style. I mean, it's like a decadent, strong ABV. High price tag type beer, but I mean they're definitely worth getting, once or twice a year for special occasions. All right, so back to this one. I'm getting of these three flavors. Yeah, there's a little bit of a caramelly. I think to me it's more like toffee, chocolate, slight kind of milk chocolate. Brown sugar, it does, yeah. There is like a surprisingly sweet, kind of sugary aftertaste. Like if you drink coffee and you put like way too much sugar and cream in it, kind of similar to that. I'm not really picking up a lot of like roasted malt, because I'm getting like more of like the Maillard character, like the fruitiness rather than the toasty roasty. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of like Southern Tier Back Burner. Man, I had that beer in a long time. So think of like, Well, I'd say it's actually probably more in the English barley wine style because this is not super hoppy. Like, cause it's not like, you know, like a imperial red IPA or anything like that, or even just like an IPA that's been aged. This has like enough hops for, you know, like a standard stout or something. Actually, I think Sierra Nevada stout, just the regular one, I think that one is hoppier and more bitter than this one. I'm getting like kind of like I said with the nose, kind of like a pine essence, as just kind of a general flavor. So it works really well with that. You know, you get the fruitiness from the malts and kind of like a piney, resiny thing from the hops, and yeah, like a little bit of confectionery flavor, especially in the aftertaste. So it's kind of like fruity up front, and then, um, you know, like candy, like a candy flavor on the back end. Hey, there's 3 comments already. This one's make for a solid Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, today is my day off from both work and class. And like I ran, I did a lot of running the last 3 days. My legs are really sore, and I needed an excuse to take a nap. Let me pour this so you guys can see it. Yeah, you can see that's brown coming out of there. I miss barley wine and also quads. Yeah, I definitely miss barley wines. I mean, you can get a quad. They're pretty easy to come by because you can always get Chimay Blue, Rochefort 12. You know, any of those, the Trappist Belgian ones, they're fairly easy to come by, even if you're not in a beer town. A lot of liquor stores will carry at least those 2. Cheers from the UK. Cheers. Mouthfeel is really smooth, really comfortable. I don't even know if I was going as far as to say it's full bodied. I mean, well, it's at least a medium full, if not straight up full. I can think of beers that were just like way more intense in the mouthfeel than this one. I mean, this one's very smooth. It's very like velvety. I didn't let it warm up too much. I was only sitting out for like maybe 10 minutes. So the alcohol is in there. I should have mentioned this a while ago, but yeah, there's the alcohol is like consistently there in the background. A nice clean, smooth alcohol. I mean, it's strong, yes, but it's not like rubbing alcohol or fusel or anything like that. Having no problem drinking this on a Wednesday afternoon at 2:39. I forgot to disconnect the VPN. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now. Yeah, this beer is really good. I think I probably should have saved it for a more special occasion than a Wednesday afternoon. But if you can get it, I would go for it. I got this one on Tavor. It was $8.99 for this can. This is a full, 16 ounce, 500 ml can. Is it 16 ounce or 5? Well, 500 ml is 16.9 ounces. So I mean, they're very, very close. But $9 for this can, not bad. I mean, it's a little pricey, but like I said, I was checking out my Untapped, and I actually bought this beer locally at the liquor store right down the road, like a year and a half ago. So it was probably much cheaper there. But yeah, I'm sure it's not on Tavor anymore. But yeah, I'm glad I bought it. So as far as rating, I think I'm gonna go. Last time I reviewed this, I gave it a 4.5, and I think I can do the same this time. Just a really tasty, interesting blend of stout and barley wine. I mean, again, to me, it's more barley wine than stout, but like the flavors, everything seems to be in order here. Like nothing's like distracting or out of place, and the drinkability on it for how strong it is and for how sweet it is, it's not bad at all. I think it's better as like a nightcap type beer or like with dessert or something. But yeah. All right. So going along as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you probably tomorrow.